Here we go. 10-2 stop. Here we go. He's coming. Double up. Ready.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 14.
Somebody's supposed to be screaming.
Got a man. It's Brown. They find some open field here.
Oh,
and they'll get this
got
well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Kozy playing? I'm in the league game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Them niggas playing some 3-on-3, right?
Derrick Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Hey, man, one of them niggas.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Check 55, Mike. Come on. Check 99. Check there. 5.
They'll try to run forward with Henry. He's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Somebody broadcast.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Yeah, he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to...
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Titans have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. If they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
5-7. Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Simpson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. After one, 7-3 the score.
You guys want to watch my broadcast? It's The Humblest King on YouTube. Yeah, on YouTube.
A first down carry for Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. On second down, here's Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
I don't fucking believe I just heard that shit. But this fool on the stream talking about he took a break from playing real
That's
football.
in the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Hey, Kozy.
Yo.
You ever hear some dumb shit like that? They said the guy took a break from playing real football to focus on Madden.
Right down the pipe. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's
real
interesting,
football.
isn't it, to find that they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive
he's in
backs,
high school,
all-state wrestlers,
right?
Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Well, he's in one of them fucking pro tournaments. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, you got to focus, man.
On the ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Elliott. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down, Simpson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Simpson. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Simpson got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Being strong up the middle is imperative. I don't care what your sport, but in football, when you've got a D-tackle who can contribute not only to occupying bodies, but also making plays on the ball carrier, that's when you have the cornerstone of a solid run defense.
Hey, box drop. Go.
To throw on second down. Simpson going up top.
Let's go!
In the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there and set the change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback.
Derrick Henry to go.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Check it back.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
It's showing a little symbol in the party.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be brought down. Well, that's a face mask.
Bro.
Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. That one complete to Elliott.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
64, weak. Hey, exit. Kill.
Oh, Nike again.
Simpson looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
Let's go!
It's intercepted. Picked by
Kevin Bird.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
How many hell am does the player already have?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I mean, do you use check or Moses?
Check nickel. Bravo.
Other than that, I'm going to be fucking...
Now.
To throw is Andrews. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And go to,
and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Jam, 5.
On third down, Henry. Space to maneuver at the 40. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much. He's going to get forward for about a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Simpson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomb, get it.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
70.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Wahoo! 54, right there. 50, go.
Back to throw. Simpson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gomez.
Go.
This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%.
Hey, Will. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Simpson. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboys touchdown.
Right there, bro.
Amari Cooper with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Good as that.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half
worked.
Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And here's Andrews throwing on first down. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback.
Derrick Henry is a dog.
Put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball
I got
goes
Derrick
anymore.
Henry, and I'm playing to go to the Cowboys.
So well,
I almost got 200 yards
someone has to
rushing.
carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Come on, set, 8, read. 6-6, pull it high. Yo, 5.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Trying for Brown.
I did
It's
too. He didn't
intercepted.
throw that.
Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. Past the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Oh, God.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense.
That's complete to Bolden. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Any weapon. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Me and you all day. Orbit. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. And let's pin the mirrors back and go up.
From the gun on 3rd down. Simpson escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
X3. 218. Chop. You got right there. Hey, Alpha. Get it.
Andrews looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back now in Arlington. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter.
18 Gator. Pilot 64. Wait. Watch the twins. Watch the twins. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Rock it. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this.
Lucky, I should have stiff-armed him.
Tell you what they're looking for and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's got this
Derrick
down
Henry is a dog, bro.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Now it's Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down now. It's Henry. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Looking to throw. Simpson. Throw complete to Herndon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Back to throw. Simpson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. throw again. Simpson.
Nah, I'm playing my league.
Incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, Simpson. Throw left side complete. That's Gomez. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance.
Y'all did a good job of being on every single route, though. I'll give y'all that. Y'all were on every single route I had.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Victor Bolden, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
I got some movement.
And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
It's harsh, man. Them niggas was on every route. I give it to them. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's a good game, I guess. They
got shut down.
Yeah, I couldn't do nothing. Yeah. I played with all of them. They knew every fucking route everywhere, man. They didn't need to, bro. Y'all were on each and every one of them.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
My nigga, y'all had Madden coach and everything. We had Nike's coach
there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've
gives us absolutely no boost.
Is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free than what they're trying to get done on offense.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big 3rd down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Andrews now.
Hey, I manipulated everything I did, though, for this shit, man.
Flush, and Andrews lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
No, I don't, nigga. I can hear you talking.
Hey, Delta.
Following the fumble recovery, Simpson. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you
Back
did.
to throw.
You play with me too, Basura. You play with me, nigga.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 18 on the year.
You said,
As they can
how
now
much did you
tie
put him
the
up for?
game
How
with
long
the
did you
extra
put him up
point
for?
here in the final 2 minutes. A very
Hey,
important
how long did
extra
you put up
point
that
there,
DeMario
up and
Davis?
good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
He's a middle linebacker, right? Is he he's a middle linebacker?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
Why am I buying
They've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, they'll allow them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
That's just not fair to me.
On second down, it's Henry, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that sets up a big third down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
Set 90 Wolf. Bring it. Bring it. Hey, check 24. 6-6. Pull it high.
Simple ball.
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Yes!
Turn the punter to
I
send
finally
this
get a
away.
roughing the kicker penalty.
Taken in at the 22.
Thank God. Roughing the punter.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So after the penalty, the punt team goes off, and the offense back on. They'll go for it on 4th.
This shitty ass shit I was doing, man.
Hey, Sam off.
Watch safety creep.
Guard. Look at me. Door. Shoot.
They'll run. It's Henry.
Oh, my God.
He did. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th
Bruh, did I
down.
really just
And
get
Dallas,
stuck?
they'll take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Bruh.
Here's Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Bro.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Check 9. 36.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start it now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it, Mike.